thousands of millions, and millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions, and millions and millions and millions. Alright.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start the drive with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second down, Howell back to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Howell. Going right back to Dotson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Patterson's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things.
And look at this, it's a fake. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, right back to Gibson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. $3-0 after one on EA Sports. Off play action. It's Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Take it in at the 22. And a 7-yard return following a punt for 45 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's go. From the 33, here's second down and 5. Off play action, Pickett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And once more, Howell back to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Harris running straight ahead. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll go play action. Howell. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, Howell to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They run again with Harris. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5. And Howe will throw it. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
On the give, this is Harris.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Samuel in motion. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Complete to number 4, Curtis Samuel. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Howell down to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, 1st down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
brings up second.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to swell the lead to 6.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They hand this off to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's second down. Back to throw, Pickett.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Pickett to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just to break down defensively, you've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
They'll run with Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shapes, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, laid back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK used to live there. Basketball on the tier used to win.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I stepped on stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they be like, ooh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like.
It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff.
It's the
Shaping
Buffalo
my beard
Bills,
up, I'm like
now
in the scruff.
on the clock.
The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but
With
I
the
would love
next
to meet
pick,
her. Another
the
day,
Kansas
another dollar,
City
another
Chiefs
phone with
are
another
now
feature.
on
I
the
don't play
clock.
goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The guard
Martin still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned.
On the clock
searching
now,
my name, dog.
the
That's how you get
Chicago
hurt.
Bears.
Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These ladies is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. Its people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
On the clock.
That's how I get down. See me toting with a smile. Take a dose, I wet you down. Hit the stage, burn it down. Wish Nirvana in the crowd. Used to serve it in your town. Like a pitcher on the mound. Putting in work for 100 racks. Put in a stack, get another bag. I got the strength of 100 men. Devoted to frowning and punishing.
Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
The Green Bay Packers are on the clock.
Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can.
Next
homie,
up,
I
the
can.
Commanders
I can.
are on the
Baby,
clock.
I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not the act, and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I
don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh, yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Next up, the Cleveland Browns are on the clock.
I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. It's the Steelers now on the clock.
Can I talk my... Come on!
It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up.
Hey, C5! Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. But I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5 and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. But I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger Flow 2, it's easy. Incredible.
It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock.
If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever.
The
Ain't no
Chicago
cracking under
Bears
pressure.
are on the
boy's
clock
clever.
now.
If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. For real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going. And going, and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right.